I was 17 when I first saw Emma. It was my first day of senior year when she walked into English class. She was like sunlight breaking through clouds, long brown hair, green eyes. Her smile that made my heart forget how to beat. She sat to seats in front of me. We had English literature together. I learned everything about her from a distance. She loved old books, especially romance novels. She helped other students without making them feel dumb. She was kind to everyone. My name is Daniel and I was in love with Emma. I wrote love letters I would never send, poems she would never read. I told myself I would talk to her tomorrow. But tomorrow kept becoming yesterday and I stayed silent. 2 words from her and I felt like I could fly. My best friend Jake kept pushing me to propose her, but I was afraid. Afraid of ruining the perfect version of her in my head. Afraid of saying something stupid. It was safer to love her from far away. Spring came. Everyone was talking about the school dance. I heard Emma tell her friends she'd go if someone asked her. I decided after English class one would ask her. As soon as the class ended, I walked toward her. I said, "Emma." She looked up. She knew my name. I said I wanted to ask you something. She smiled. She was about to say yes. Then John called out Emma. Emma excused and said, "Can we talk later?" Behind me, I heard John ask her to dance with him. I already knew her answer, so I didn't stay. That night, I wrote the longest letter I had ever written. I told her everything, how I had felt since the first day, how many times I had almost talked to her, how I had been planning to ask her to the dance but waited too long. I poured my heart onto those pages. When I finished, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I folded it, put it in an envelope, and wrote her name on it. I thought, tomorrow I'll give it to her. The next Monday, Emma wasn't in class. Or Tuesday. Or Wednesday. On Thursday, our teacher made an announcement. She said her father got a job in another state. They had to leave immediately. Emma won't be returning to school. The words hit me like a punch. I couldn't breathe. She was gone. No warning, no goodbye, gone. I still had the letter in my backpack. All those words she would never read. That afternoon, I went home and took out Emma's favorite book, Pride and Prejudice. I placed the letter inside and put the book on my shelf. Then I tried to forget. But you never really forget your first love. Years passed. I graduated, went to college, got a job, dated other people, but Emma stayed in the back of my mind, my one great regret, 20 years later. I'm 37. I'm at my favorite coffee shop on a Saturday morning, working on my laptop. Someone sits at the table next to mine. I glance up and my heart stops. It's her. The same green eyes, the same smile, the same way she tucks her hair behind her ear. Emma. I move to her table. We start talking. I learn she's a high school English teacher now. She moved back 6 months ago. She never married. What about you? She asks. Same, never married. We talk for 2 hours. Then Emma asks, "Can I ask you something weird? Did you have a crush on me in high school?" My heart pounds. This is the question I've waited 20 years to answer. I could lie, protect myself, but I don't. I tell her the truth. That I was afraid. She looks surprised, then sad. I ask why. She meets my eyes and says, "Because I had a crush on you too. I can't breathe." All those months, all those letters, all that wasted time because we were both too scared. We sit in silence, thinking about how different things could have been. I say, "I was going to ask you to the spring dance, but John asks you first." Emma laughs. I only said yes because I had given up on you asking me. The dance was terrible. He barely danced with me. 3 months later, Emma and I are together. One evening, I show her the letter. She reads it, tears in her eyes. "This is beautiful. I was too scared to give it to you." I say I understand. She replies, "But I'm glad you showed me now." She hands it back and says, "Fear tried to keep us apart, but love brought us back together. It's never too late to be brave." I keep the letter in my desk now. Sometimes I read it, remembering the boy was the boy who loved in silence. If you need to say something to someone, say it now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you're ready.